Alright, YouTube, this is basically like an ode to my ODE, to my do-it-yourselfers. I got a BMW, man. I was an idiot for buying it because I just liked it, man. And I had, the first day I got it, man, the first day I drove it, power steering went out. So it didn't, to me, technically, I was like, dang, this is an expensive car, man. You know what, I can still drive it, so I'm going to still do it. Alright, the crazy thing was, it did run for a while, but it was tight driving, man. One night my serpentine belt broke, bought a new one, put that thing on, then it messed around, and after a while it broke again, like after like 7 minutes of running. It took 2 days, but in them 2 days I only ran it for like 15 seconds at a time, just to keep the battery charged up, but it smoked every time I did. Man, I thought the smoke was coming from the oil separator. I thought the smoke was coming from the fact that because the belt broke, the water pump had messed up, so my coolant was all off balance, and that was a problem. And I thought all kind of stuff. Then a guy, and I looked on the Google and all that. They were telling me this. So I was finna buy this, and I kept on searching. So I just got the nuts up one day and just, you know, I had to bite the bullet that day. I got my battery charged, took it back without the serpentine belt on. I'm glad O'Reilly was like 3 minutes around the corner. Got the serpentine belt on, turned my car over, and just drove up there before it ran. No, the serpentine belt broke, so I just drove up there on nothing, just the motor and the timing chain belt. So granted, God, that didn't break. Anyway, so when I got there, he helped me figure it out, kind of, sort of. We almost didn't know what was going on. Then the crazy thing was, I didn't know that certain pulleys lock up. Power steering pulley locked up. This one spins, as you see. Mine, on my BMW, it wouldn't. It jiggled a lot. This doesn't jiggle. It jiggled a lot, made a lot of flipping noise, but it didn't move. Okay. So anyway, I looked it up. Okay, the cheapest part that I thought I had, I was gonna need to buy was a $269 piece. This only cost me $35, $37 and some change with tax. But the most expensive one, when I called the BMW dealership, they said the one for my numbers the VIN number that I gave them was an $860 piece. For real? And it was gonna cost them like $300, $400 to do it. So that was like $1,100 already for the power steering pump. And I'm like, anyway. So got that. Alright, so I'm gonna skip fast forward. I hadn't got the part off the car yet because I had a problem. I had a big problem. There's a bolt in the back of it, and when you get under the car and stuff, it ain't gonna be hard to find nothing. But this one right here, it is. I'm just gonna tell you like this. I don't know what size it is, but I know I got a big ass socket for it, and the socket didn't work, and I had a breaker bar and all that, half-inch breaker bar with the half-inch socket, still didn't work. So it took me like 4 hours. I had to get some sleep, and I was mad. Phone busted up on me too. Had to get some sleep and all that. And I'm just gonna give you like a round view of what you're gonna be looking at. This is literally how the power steering pump is gonna be set inside. Alright, so here's the deal. You basically have to get this bolt here. You got to get that off, but it is hard. So here's your goal. You have to get this. You have to get the vice grips, and you need some heavy duty vice grips. Get the heavy duty vice grips on, and get them as tight as you can get them, and put some gloves on. Because when I say as tight as you can get them, I mean you're gonna have. I want you to fight to get this vice grip to lock onto that bolt. That's gonna be your only way of getting it off. Then once you get it situated properly, where you got leverage enough to swing, you're going to use your rubber mallet. You might have to retract back 3 to 4 feet to get you a good swing on it. You're going to hit it. It might come loose, it might not. Hit it again. And it's reverse. You got it comes off the same way any other bolt does. Hit it as hard as you can. And if the vice grip pops open, you got one or two problems. Either you have it on the wrong way, so if you hit this end with the mallet or any kind of hard force, it's going to make this, for some odd reason, unlock and get off. So you can do it as many times as you want to, and it's going to unlock and come off. Well, what you do is you put it on the reverse way, lock it and make sure it's locked. That's your only way that this ain't gonna flip off on you. It's that unlocking. That's the only way it ain't gonna flip off on you. Make sure that thing locks onto that bolt, and then you take your mallet again, and you retract about 3-4 feet, and you swing like you just lost your mind. Well, don't lose your mind, because you can mess around and hit that by mistake, and you don't want to hit that pulley. All right, but you do want to hit this. So hit it as hard as you can, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, depending on how scary you are. It's gonna pop off, and once that comes off, the fact is, before you even start hitting at that, you got 2 bolts here. You got this one on the bottom and this one on, and when you get under the car, they're gonna be right there. You're gonna see them. That's what I'm saying. This ain't hard. It's just because it's a BMW or an expensive name on that car, it's gonna scare you. Don't be afraid. It's still a car. If you done mechanic work on any vehicle, if you are willing to get down there and do mechanical work on another one, even if it's expensive, figure it out. Don't get these 2 bolts loose. You don't take them off. You're going to get them loose. All right, these 2, get them loose. And then once you get them loose, that's because you got to hold this thing in place still to get that knocked off. Get that knocked off, then you can unscrew it, then you can take it off, replace it, put it on, boom, just like that. It took me literally 1 full day to do it, because whenever I get up under the hood of the car and it's a new mechanism I never touched before, I'm clueless. I don't know what's going on, but I will do it because I do know mechanics. All right, YouTube. So I hope that helped y'all. I'm not talking about just to be, but for you guys that had that power steering problem on that BMW, it's a little hard work, but all you need, man, a mallet, vice grips, and a willingness to get a brain. All right.